Friends, viewers of the YouTube channel, please. This is a desperate plea for help. I've been out here in the Kentucky wilderness for weeks. No food, no water. Oh my goodness, what is this? I've stumbled upon a video game store out in the farm fields of Kentucky, Player One Gaming. Well, folks, with a sign like this and in a place like this, I think it's safe to say we're in for a good time. I'm actually feeling a lot better already. Why don't we go in here and see if we can find some deals? When did you start?
We are just a little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got some packed shelves back here. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I still got so much inside too. That's why we need a bigger place, but
Yeah,
we'll just be patient with it. We don't owe on anything right now.
that's the way to do it. I always love avoiding debt like the plague in my business.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. I don't owe anything on anything here or
Yeah.
here, and we'll buy it when we have it. When we don't have it, we won't.
Do you have a lot of folks to come in here to trade stuff in?
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of trade. We got a lot of collectors. I was surprised how many collectors there are.
That's huge. What's
You
the
know.
story behind that wood grain?
That is a somebody took and modified the screen and the shell and everything
On the original Game Boy?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love the screen on it.
Yeah.
Because it's so bright now.
Oh, that Pikachu SP is beautiful too. Wow. That's a beautiful SNES setup there.
Oh yeah. Rock band signed by the Jonas Brothers.
What? You are right. I've never seen that before. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
They had a it was like a teen magazine or something, and one of the girls down here in Jamestown area won the contest, her and some others.
Wow.
And of course they, Pop Star, that was the magazine,
That's amazing.
and they even
Got
took
the
the
certificate
picture
in there and everything.
Yeah, they
Wow.
even put her picture in there and everything.
That's awesome.
I don't know why I got it. It was just something that was kind of odd.
Oh, piece of history.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got starting out a little stack here of the PS3,
Yeah.
and we'll see if I can find some
Yeah.
more goodies too.
Yeah, just set anything up here, and then we'll sit down and see what we can do with all of it.
Sweet. Ooh, a little complete red mystery dungeon here. That's cool. Wow, complete Dracula's Curse.
Yeah, that's a nice little.
That's really, it looks in nice condition too.
It is. It's still got the plastic on it, just cut at the top.
Well,
of it,
I
cut
can't
it out.
believe you're trying to gouge people. It was originally $25.
And I actually had somebody that said, "Man, is that thing really $20-something?" I'm like, "No, man."
Yeah, you gotta.
But I said I like to leave stuff on it like that because that's kind of history.
People like the stickers and stuff
Yeah.
too. Yep.
Kind of. Now, is this just something you do as a full-time job, or?
It is actually, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, been doing it for, in September it'll be 2 years full time.
Oh wow.
I'm really
Man, you can't
pretty
beat
proud
that.
of it, yeah.
I just kind of got where I wasn't able to work due to physical problems.
Okay.
I had a little time off and couldn't really go back. My wife's like, "Honey, you can pretty much do anything you want to do. Won't you just go ahead and open up a store or business? And I was like, well. So
were there people telling you that you couldn't do it all the way out here? And
some, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I actually opened up. We had an extra room in my home.
Mm-hmm.
And I started by making jewelry.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who thought, you know? And then I turned that money and flip it in and start buying costume jewelry.
Yeah.
I had a little bookshelf of video games and just odd and end things.
Yeah.
And that lasted about a year. And then I felt like I needed to buy a building and start going bigger.
That's amazing.
And so we just started off, and in 6 months, I could have really honestly probably built on.
Wow. And this is the result.
Yeah.
Started out just flipping handmade jewelry, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I love stories like that.
Yeah. I just got online, and man, I go to yard sales, and I got on YouTube and watched a lot of these YouTube people that bought and resold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which ones were your favorites?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember their names, but they was a guy and a girl.
Would it be Rally Roots, maybe?
Rally Roots.
Yep.
I watched a lot of them.
Yep, they're great.
Tennessee Picker, is that one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Cincinnati Picker.
Yep.
He was another one.
I was just hanging out with him a few weeks ago.
Really? He
Yeah.
seems like a good guy.
He sure is.
Well, there's 2 or 3 others.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would take a lot of their stuff that they do
Mm-hmm.
and try to learn a lot from them, and that really helped to get me started.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean,
That's how I got started too, pretty much.
yeah, because I thought, man, I could learn a lot. I mean, these are people that's, you know, making a living and killing.
Yeah.
And so I just I started by just yard selling, and I'd pick up stuff. Of course, I'd get my mom too to hang out with me on Saturdays. We kind of do a son and Mother Day. We kind of enjoyed that.
That's great. All right, here's some more stuff for the stack.
Okay.
I'm surprised you've got some of the better games covered up back here.
I wish we had a way to display them a little bit better.
N64 games are just so hard to display well.
They are.
Got a little hidden GameCube section down here.
Yeah, we have so many of those.
Yeah.
Something you'd be interested in.
Yeah, potentially.
I know you're kind of in it to make some money.
Sure.
And we got this. I don't know if that's something you might be interested in.
Okay.
Those are kind of popular. Was that Castlevania? Was it too close to make anything off of on it?
Down there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What was it running on Amazon as far as your
You know, something like that I wouldn't actually sell on Amazon.
Business?
Anything that's highly collectible, I'll go
Gotcha.
eBay. Because I want to have all the pictures on there and everything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Although I may not have taken quite enough of a look at these guys in the corner down here.
With what you got right there, that's what we're looking at.
583 is before discount?
That's before discount.
Okay.
Would about 475 work for you?
Yeah.
Could you make that?
Yeah, that'd be just fine. I appreciate you
Okay.
giving me a little break there.
That'd still clear me out a little bit. And
Yeah.
give me a little extra room too.
Right.
And so
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. 75. All right, brother, man.
Appreciate that
I wish I
discount.
had my card in here, but I've got everything inside.
Well, let me give you mine.
Yeah.
That's someone else's.
You on Facebook?
There we
Anything
go.
like that?
I'm on Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not as much on there.
It's on there as well.
Okay.
Wow, fantastic, absolutely amazing experience here at Player One Gaming. Got a solid handful of stuff I'm excited to show you guys. Well, folks, that game shed was just an absolute treat. Came away with some really solid pickups that I will show you guys now. 2 copies, complete copies of NCAA Basketball 10. He ended up giving me almost 20% off of my whole order, which was a really solid discount as far as I'm concerned. So take 20 or so % off of all the sticker prices that I say. These were 70 bucks a piece for those. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is going for in the 40 or so range on Amazon. That was 25. Got 2 copies of Def Jam Icon. I think they were like 8 and 9 bucks or so. Fight Night Champion has definitely gone up in value. Paid 10 for this one, and I think it's going in the like 30 or so dollar range on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. Harry Potter, both Order of the Phoenix and the Half-Blood Prince are really good ones for you guys to look out for when you're at your own video game stores. They're ones that you would not expect to hold the value that they do, but at least on Amazon, I would guess on eBay, they're both probably worth 30 plus. On Amazon, they go for more like in the 40 to 50 plus dollar range, especially complete. I wouldn't be surprised if I get in the 50 plus dollar range for both of those. And that's before fees, by the way. So it'll be a little bit less after fees, but I also had the 20% discount on these. Castlevania Lords of Shadow Collection, I paid 30 for. That one also is a bit spiked. I can't remember exactly what the dollar amount was. And then surprisingly also came away with a good stack of GameCube games. This does not happen often at video game stores, but they had a really solid selection of GameCube stuff. I think all of this was complete. We had SSX Tricky for 16. That's like 25 after fees, I believe. Vex was a little bit vexing, one might say. I'm so sorry about that. I paid 15. It's going for like the 25 to $30 range on eBay. On Amazon, it looks like a really slow seller, but also the lowest seller on there is like $70. So I'm probably gonna try to undercut and make a decent amount on that. $13 for Need for Speed Carbon. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance was 17. And then finally SSX On Tour was 11. That'll be in the like $20 range or so after fees. I talked about this title in my last video, or one of my last videos. I lose track of the order. Madden 09 Collector's Edition, because this does have Head Coach 09 inside, which will bring me, I can't remember, somewhere between like $30 and $40 after fees. Halloween 10 disc set on Blu-ray is apparently a little bit more uncommon. That should bring probably north of $100 after fees. I paid 80 minus whatever, 20% is. Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Xbox 360 was 14. This one is missing the manual. Getting Up is a good bolo on PlayStation 2. This one was 14, should bring in the like 25 to 30 range, I believe, after fees. Tekken 5 is more like a maybe 18 or so dollar game after fees, and we paid 12 before discount. The Bouncer is a not bad title to look for. 15 sticker price on that. Jurassic The Hunted was 12. This again is more like $20 after fees. Tales of Zestria, I believe, might be up to like 35 to 40 after fees on Amazon. Sticker price was 19 on that. And then SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I paid 9 for, but this is gonna go for, I think, over 30. Hip Hop Dance I took a little bit of a risk on. It was 5 bucks, it's sealed. The lowest copy on Amazon was like 30 or something like that before fees. So we'll see if I can get this to sell in that range. If not, used, it goes for like 6 after fees or something like that. Rock Band Green Day version, I paid 18 minus 20% for that, and that's more like 30-ish after fees on Amazon. And that, I believe, actually is everything that we picked up. To me, honestly, the best experience of this stop, even after getting some really solid deals, I was $475 all in on this stuff, but getting to meet Alan and hear his story in this store, how he built this video game shed from the ground up, just flipping stuff, making jewelry, getting his hustle on, that was really a highlight, not just of this trip, but might be a highlight of my week. That was a great experience. I hope you guys liked it just as much as I did. If you guys are ever in Humble, Kentucky, which I looked it up, I had to look it up, that's actually where I am right now, outside of Russell Springs, definitely stop by Player One Games, because not only did Alan really hook me up with some good deals, he's also just a super good guy. Thank you all so much for coming along for this ride, and until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip.